Alright, so we have some more geese coming right at us, right through the trees. And we'll pop up right about now. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Hunter Call of the Wild. This is the Hunter DD33 and today I want to do a comparison and let me know what you think between the 20 gauge Buckshot versus the 10 gauge Birdshot on the Hunter Classic. And also, a lot of these questions have a lot to do with possibly maybe in the future they could add a 10 gauge to Call of the Wild. And I want to know what your thoughts are on it and what you think, especially maybe even they could add turkeys. Alright, well first we're going to start off on Call of the Wild with the 20 gauge Buckshot and see how it performs on some Canadian geese. Alright, so as these geese are approaching us, there's already one disadvantage. The fact that we only get 2 shots with this 20 gauge is definitely a disadvantage. Hey, we got a double! And we got a single. So that's not a bad start. That is definitely not a bad start. But I'll tell you what, that is not going to happen too often. And the fact that if you take a shot at one of these, you need to watch them, otherwise you'll actually lose them and you'll lose your consecutive harvests. That's not a good situation. So, I mean, you could drop a goose up to, with one shot, I would say you could drop a goose up to 60 yards, one shot with the Buckshot. If you take any further than that, you're going to hit them and it's going to soar a little ways. So yeah, not a bad start at all, considering we ended up getting 3 geese with only 2 shots. Let's go pick up a couple of these geese. Here is actually our double that we have set up here. That is a medium-sized male, 5.1 score, and the shot was 30.48 yards out. So at 30 yards, it drops them pretty good. Pretty good. This one was a female, and this was also part of the double. As you can see, it hit 3 different spots. At 31 yards, it dropped her. And then we have this goose here. Another female. We actually got a neck shot on her. At 25 yards, it dropped her. Alright, it looks like we have another flock approaching us right now. I don't want them to land, so we're going to pull up just before they get ready to land. And see what happens. How'd that work? Well, I don't really know if that worked out so well. Maybe we could get lucky and get this one. We did get one. I just don't want to shoot that high because we're going to end up soaring them, and that's not what this is all about. I want to only take shots that are going to be basically really ethical in order to drop them in the field. I don't want them to soar out into the trees. Alright, we have another flock coming in. I believe they are broke though, so we should be able to take a shot on them. They're pretty high up, but I think we still should be able to take a shot on them. Look at that, we dropped that one goose. And we hit that one. I was not expecting to hit that one. I'm kind of not so happy that we did hit that one, and now we have to hope that it goes down. Oh yeah, see, that's not good. He's going a long ways out there. We're gonna have to try and track him down. So at least we can mark about where he should be. We're all loaded up. Now, the number one thing that I will notice right away is the fact that we only have 2 shells in this. The 10 gauge, you can have 6 shells in it. Let's pull up. Got that one. And somehow we missed that one. That should not have been a miss. This one here should be about 45, 50. Should be no problem at all. And we did drop that one. Alright, well, while we're waiting for some more geese to come in, I think we're going to collect some of these geese here, just to see what we have. That was a decent sized male, 6.4, and he scored 749 total scored. The shot was actually 51.6 yards. I'm pretty sure we hit this one twice though, 30%, 30%, and then this one 4%. So I think we hit this one twice. There's one here. This was one single shot at 45 yards with a 20 gauge Buckshot. And there's another one over here. I'm surprised they're not actually lighting up with the outline. This one was 72.55 yards with Buckshot, but this was 2 shots. The first shot ended up hitting it in the wing, and I don't think that would have brought it down right away. You can see 17%. And then the second shot ended up being flesh. So I don't know where the second shot actually did hit, but 72 yards would not bring this down with 1 shot. Actually, it might have. I'm going to go back and check the video to see if this one was a single shot and it did drop it, because I think it possibly might have. Alright, so I actually just went back to check to see if we did drop that one goose with a single shot, and we actually did. We dropped that goose at 72 yards out with a single shot. Now let's go over here and go see if we can't find that one that soared off into the trees. Alright, well, as you can see, we found what appears to be a goose. At least it looks like it's a goose. And the only way that we found it was because it ended up in this opening right here. And I'm not even going to talk too much anymore because I don't want this goose to disappear, but yeah, it's a very interesting position. Let's pick it up. This shot was 71.44 yards out, a single shot. It's saying 100% with that, must have been one hit. Okay, so one hit brought down this goose at 71 yards out. But the thing is, why didn't this goose drop? And why did the other goose drop at 72 yards out, but this one didn't drop at 71 yards out? I think that was kind of a fluke situation where most of the time you'll hit them, they're not going to drop at 70 yards out. 60 yards, yes, but any more than 70, well, actually any more than 65, probably no. Alright, we got a goose coming right over the top of our head. Dropped it. Another goose way out there, and I don't think we're going to try for a shot, because something tells me it's probably going to soar a long ways. Oh, this goose dropped right here. This shot was 56.33 yards out, and we ended up hitting it in the intestine. It did bring it down, and she scored 4.6. Alright, so we have some more geese coming right at us, right through the trees. And we'll pop up right about now. Should have been a neck shot. And another neck shot. Can we possibly get one more? You would think so. Oh, that wasn't good. Well, where did it go? Holy, that goose went a long ways away. Luckily, we just spotted that one right there. And I think this other goose ended up going in the exact same spot as the last goose did. Alright, let's pick up these geese. Got this one at 30 yards out, no problem at all. Okay, so we got two. Yeah, we did some really good shooting there. We got a sternum shot, pelvis. So at 30 yards, it dropped this goose, no problem at all. It was a younger male. But then the other shot that we took at probably 75 yards again, we soared this goose a long ways, and we'll have to go find him. Alright, well, after looking for about 10 minutes, miraculously I found this goose. I had the one marked that was in the flock over there, but that was not the same one. I knew it was sort of the same distance, and I thought it would be over by that mark, but it was actually right in the middle, and there happened to be a tree right here, and luckily we found him, so let's pick him up. It was a female, and the shot was 66 yards, so one single shot at 66 yards. Soared this goose quite a ways. Quite a ways. Alright, well, now that we can see what the 20 gauge loaded with buckshot can do on some Canadian geese, let's go over to the Hunter Classic and see what the 10 gauge with birdshot does on Canadian geese, and see what the potential for adding a 10 gauge to Call of the Wild could be. We're going to pull out the 10 gauge and see what it can do. We ended up getting 5. We actually got 2 doubles that time. And this is the first time I used this 10 gauge in a long time, because I haven't really been hunting geese on the Hunter Classic for a long time. Alright, let's go grab them quick while we're waiting for more geese to come in. 22 meters. 24 meters. Decent sized male, 6.4. 37.8 meters, and this thing dropped like no problem at all. 33 meters in the neck on this one. Alright, looks like we actually had a flock of 5 break, and we should be able to get all 5 of them. No problem at all. We can take up to about a 45, 50 meter shot and get complete drop shots on them, so we're going to see if we can't get a couple doubles here. Double. Hit that one. Didn't lead that one enough. Alright, so we got all 5 of them. We actually missed one just because we didn't lead it enough, but you can see just the absolute incredible amount of knockdown power this 10 gauge does have. And the fact that you have 6 shells, it really gives you plenty enough time to get a backup shot. You should be about 50 right there, to be honest. Dropped him like no problem at all. 56 meters right in the neck. Yeah, see that? 56 meter, completely dropped this goose. And it's a decent sized male, 7,183.8. Alright, this is when you'd want a 10 gauge. When you have a huge flock of about 10 geese coming in at once. And you want as many shells as you possibly can. And you also want to be able to shoot pretty fast. So it's a pretty nice flock coming in. And it looks like we had about 5 break. Which is a good amount, but at the same... Yeah, you know what? That's actually plenty good enough of an amount. We're going to see if we can't take out these geese here as soon as they circle around. Alright, let's see if we can get these back ones first. Yeah, they're all kind of spread out, but we'll see what we can do here. I don't know how we missed that one. But we did end up getting him after that. Oh, there's the one that I was looking for. I am surprised that that didn't hit him, to be honest. That got him, though. Now, oh, here we go, here we go. I think 6 of them just broke off. Oh, here we go. 8 of them. All 8 of them just broke off. There might actually be 9 there. Either way, we have a perfect flock here. This one on the left is all nice and bunched together. So we should be able to get a nice shot. Alright, perfect. Here we go, here we go. So we kind of flock shot in the beginning. You can shoot that far out. I've done it. Just got to know where to lead him at. I might as well try and take him with 17. Got him. 34.7 meters in the neck. Now, we actually got to double the first shot. I kind of flock shot, and I don't recommend doing that, but with this 10 gauge, you can pretty much do that sometimes. Let's pick this one up. 48 meters right in the head, and that's a nice size male goose, 7,449.9. Alright, let's go pick up these other couple of geese now. This one was 48.9 meters, so 48 and 47 meters, these were the doubles that we ended up getting. This one scored 6,231. 37 meters in the neck, and 40 meters in the neck, so another really good shot on this one as well. And the one that we got, the 17's out there a little ways, so we'll leave him for now. And they broke. Looks like 4 of them coming right in. Come on, here we go. There we go. Got a double. Actually, I thought we had a double. Apparently we got a single. Alright, so now that you've seen what the 10 gauge can do on geese and how well it can actually perform, let's go try it out on some gobblers. Alright, so we just got over here to White Hart Island. We're going to try and find some gobblers, but I just located a giant bull elk. He looks 350 plus. He was right over there. That's obviously not him. But with this new rendering, you can really see a long ways out. I saw a rack from, well, basically right when I walked in. I could see he was really wide and tall and thick, but I don't see him right now. He's got to be there somewhere. Also, there's a blacktail buck somewhere too. That might be our big... Holy! 350 to 400 score estimate on that bull. That is a giant. He's going to be like a 360 probably. He doesn't quite have the mass that he needs to be like a 380 plus. But then again, you never know. Might be just really far away. He doesn't have hardly any deductions on him either, so that might be a good thing. So as soon as he gets to our decoys right here, not that he's going to be attracted to the decoy, but he's coming this direction. He should be about 25 meters right about there. So right now he's probably 30. And he's definitely 25 right there. But we have to wait till he turns a little bit better. And gives us a little bit better of an angle. He seems pretty dark actually. Because if we took a shot there, we're only going to get single lung. And we might not drop this bull. Oh, it looks like he's going to walk right underneath us. We'll take the shot. Dropped him. Alright, I'm not really worried about the other bull. Let's just go over here and go take a look at this bull. And see how big he's actually going to be. Yeah, he looks huge up close. You can see his back tine on that one side is really big. But this other side, not so much. So I'm going to say like 360s. Let's see what he's going to score. Got a spine and right lung shot on him. He scores 357.9, so pretty much 360s. He's on the bottom end of that. Still a great bull elk, just an absolute monster bull. 5 o'clock in the morning, but that's going to be a pretty cool picture. You can see the turkey decoys in the background. There's a bull elk right there, and there's our tent. So let's go with that. You know, he might actually be a mounter. So now that we got him mounted, I can tell you my game plan as far as trying to find some gobbler. Now, we're spawned right here, and what I want to do is come down here and work this ridge, put out a couple of calls, and see if we can't locate some gobblers on the way over to the stand. I don't necessarily want to end up at this stand, but my goal is to try and pick up a gobbler somewhere along this ridge here and go after him and locate him and see if we can't get him to call in. Alright, so we just used our turkey locator and we got a gobble right down here on the bottom of this ridge. So we're going to ease our way over there and see if we can't get in position to locate this gobbler. Alright, we just got a call from a gobbler and I see him right there. He's sneaking up over the ridge. You can just see his red head popping up right in that little opening. Oh, he's strutting right now. Here he comes. Here he comes. Ooh, he has a decent beard on him. I can see a beard all the way out there and he's probably 75, 80 meters out. So that means he's going to be a pretty nice gobbler. Oh, he's a nice one. 50 to 65 score on him. And he's in range. He's about 35, 40 meters out right there. Actually, let's see how far he is. I don't really want him to get too close. Yeah, we got a gobbler right on top of us. But this is definitely the big one. So if we could somehow get a shot off. Oh, come on. He went down over that ridge. We have a gobbler right on top of us. I can see his fan coming up right there. Here's his head. Got him! That was a close one. This thing has a really tight choke on it. And that shot was probably 10 meters away. And we almost missed that whole turkey. I think we probably hit him with 2 BBs right in the head. But other than that, that was a close one. Oh. See, there was a gobbler right on top of us right there too, so I didn't want him to spook. Yep, we ended up getting a neck and head shot on this one. Let's pick him up and see what he's going to score. Body and neck shot. I thought we actually hit him in the head, so he scores 60.8. A really nice gobbler. Alright, well I think that's about as good as we're going to get. We have decent lighting on us. And the gobbler, you can see, has a really nice beard on him. Alright, now let's see if we can find this other gobbler. Alright, so we just got a call from another gobbler right here. Oh, this gobbler's right on top of us. Oh, I see one coming right in. Full strut right in front of us. Nice gobbler. This is not the one that called, though. So I don't know if the one that called got too close to us and ended up spooking or what, but this one's definitely coming in full strut right now. Yeah. Oh, wait, I see 2 of them. Okay, so there's 2 gobblers. There's one there. It's a smaller one, kind of. Not the one that just called? No, this is a completely different one now. So there's got to be a gobbler somewhere in between us that we can't see. This is a medium-sized gobbler. So it looks like we have a couple of medium gobblers here. We might be able to get both of them if we're lucky. Actually, I don't see why we wouldn't be able to. Got a perfect setup. All we have to do is let them keep coming. They should come right to us. Just put a short little call just to get his attention. Alright, we have 2 of them coming right at us. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I just don't know which one to take first. This one's in some brush. Okay. I think we're better off to take a shot on this one. Got him! 2 for 2. I couldn't quite see him because it was really dark right there. And then once he got right about there, I shot right where I thought he was going to go to. And he pretty much ran right into it. And I think we actually dropped him. And I think we hit him right in the neck. Neck, head, body, perfect shot on him. He scored 38.8 and he was 26.6 meters out, so definitely pretty close shot on him. But this one here should have been closer to 45. Over here. We were actually on the wrong track. Yep, here he is. 37.8, we hit him in the neck and body on the run. So pretty awesome shot, and even though he was about 45 meters out on the run, he still stood no chance to the 10 gauge. Also, I want to know what your guys' thoughts are on adding a 10 gauge to Call of the Wild. What do you think? Do you think it would be a good addition? Should they do it? Because normally if you start talking about it, and when they start putting out surveys, you know, they listen to you. And I think it would be really cool for them to add the 10 gauge to it. And then also maybe even add turkey someday. Who knows? Alright, well, I think that's going to be the end of this video, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. That's a monster. 159 to 213 score estimate, and 187 to 220 pounds on that buck. Alright, let's go with that. And let's pick him up. Oh my god! A 210 scoring diamond whitetail buck. I can't believe he was that big.